Nigel Farage has recently shared a calm and detailed response to comments made by senior members of the Labour Party, offering his perspective on the growing debates within the United Kingdom's political scene. The Reform UK leader delivered his remarks in a video message, where he reflected on how public conversations around government policy have become increasingly heated in recent months. Farage spoke about the importance of open dialogue, saying that everyone, regardless of their political preference, should feel free to express opinions in a respectful and lawful manner. His comments come as both Reform UK and Labour continue to engage in discussions about immigration, economic policy, and national priorities issues that remain central to public debate in Britain. In his message, Farage discussed how his party's recent visibility in opinion polls has led to stronger reactions from other political groups. He stated that Reform UK's rise in public awareness reflects a growing interest among voters who want to see discussions about national challenges handled transparently and thoughtfully. Farage highlighted that his party's main goal is to encourage fairness and accountability while representing the concerns of ordinary citizens who often feel left out of the political conversation. He expressed confidence that Reform UK's policies will continue to attract people who value practical and realistic solutions to ongoing national issues. Farage also commented on how debates about immigration and border control have become sensitive and often emotional topics in recent years. He said that while political leaders may hold different opinions, what truly matters is that discussions remain grounded in facts and handled with care. He pointed out that public concerns about immigration should be listened to and addressed through democratic processes, without resorting to negative assumptions about anyone's intentions or beliefs. His remarks were seen as part of a broader effort to keep political dialogue open and respectful, especially on subjects that affect millions of people across the country. The response came after several Labour Party figures spoke critically about Reform UK's approach during their recent conference. Prime Minister Keir Starmer, in an interview with the BBC, emphasised the importance of unity, fairness, and moral responsibility when developing policies. He said that while there are always differences between political parties, it is essential that decisions made by any government uphold equality, respect, and national cohesion. Starmer stated that debates around immigration and social policy must not divide the country but instead focus on shared values and community well-being. Education Secretary Bridget Phillipson echoed those thoughts in a podcast discussion, saying that responsible language in politics matters greatly, as words can influence how society views important national debates. She added that leaders from all political backgrounds must strive to create understanding rather than division, reminding audiences that strong democracies rely on mutual respect and careful communication. Deputy Prime Minister David Lammy also spoke about the current state of British politics, describing it as vibrant and dynamic. He acknowledged that while disagreements between parties are natural, the most important thing is to ensure that every discussion remains peaceful, lawful, and beneficial to the public interest. In his response, Nigel Farage stated that Reform UK's intention is not to create division but to represent those who feel unheard by mainstream political institutions. He said that many people across the country simply want honest, practical solutions to everyday problems such as healthcare, education, cost of living, and border management. Farage expressed that Reform UK aims to offer alternative ideas that can help shape the national conversation in a more open and democratic way. He also noted that his party supports the principle of fair treatment for everyone and that public discussion should always be based on evidence and conducted with mutual respect. He went on to say that while political differences will always exist, the ultimate goal should be to serve the interests of the nation and its citizens. He mentioned that Reform UK plans to continue outlining its policy proposals clearly, allowing people to make their own informed decisions through the democratic process. Farage underlined that his party values open discussion, free expression, and civil debate without hostility or personal attacks. He said that he believes British democracy is strong because it allows for multiple opinions, and that constructive disagreement can lead to better ideas for the future. In discussing polling trends, Farage acknowledged that recent surveys have shown rising interest in Reform UK. Several research organisations have reported that the party is gaining traction in some regions, while Labour and the Conservatives continue to maintain strongholds in others. Farage described this as a positive sign for democracy, showing that voters are exploring new choices and engaging more deeply with the political process. However, Experts have reminded the public that opinion polls only reflect current sentiment and cannot be taken as guarantees of future results. Polling data often changes over time, and actual election outcomes depend on many factors, including turnout, campaign messaging, and public mood closer to the election date. Political analysts have suggested that the growing competitiveness between multiple parties could reshape the political landscape of the UK in the coming years. This shift may lead to a broader range of policy discussions and potentially more cooperation among different groups on issues such as the economy, healthcare, housing, and energy. Observers also believe that voter engagement is likely to increase as people feel that their voices are being represented by a wider variety of political movements. Farage concluded his video message by encouraging respectful participation in political life. He said that disagreement is a natural part of democracy, but it should always be expressed peacefully and thoughtfully. He reminded supporters that real progress happens when people listen to one another, even when they hold contrasting opinions. His statement emphasized the importance of keeping political discussions factual, lawful, and fair. Farage also thanked his supporters for remaining positive and focused on the goal of national improvement through democratic means. He added that political debate should never turn into personal disputes, as the goal of every political party should be to make the country stronger and more united. He said that Britain's history of free speech and open debate is one of its greatest strengths, and it should be protected through civility and understanding. Farage expressed hope that future elections, regardless of outcome, would continue to reflect the diversity of thought and the shared commitment of citizens to making informed, peaceful choices about their country's direction. The exchange between Nigel Farage and Labour leaders highlights how vibrant and multifaceted British politics has become. Both sides have presented their visions for the future, emphasizing their belief in democracy, fairness, and open discussion. This kind of dialogue demonstrates that, even with strong disagreements, the UK's democratic institutions remain robust and inclusive. It reflects a society where people can debate, challenge, and express ideas freely under the protection of law and civility. As the next general election approaches, these conversations are expected to continue, with parties presenting their policies to the public through peaceful and transparent debate. Voters will have the opportunity to review all viewpoints and make their choices based on what they believe will best serve the nation's interests. This process of informed decision-making and mutual respect is at the heart of democratic life, ensuring that politics remains focused on progress, unity, and the well-being of the people. What are your thoughts on these developments? Let us know in the comments. To stay updated on the latest developments, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next update.